Hi friend, how are you doing? I hope everything is alright. Friends, today I am going to explain about all the driving classes or driving institute fees and structure and how you proceed all the things in this video. So stay tuned, do like, comment, share and subscribe for more info. So let's get started. Friends, if you go for any driving institute, there will be several offers, several things. Even each and every driving school there is different rule also, but when you go for emirates driving, you will get so many discount and valuable reasonable things also there, and their service is very fast and reasonable. And today I'm going to explain about each and every details step by step. So for driving license opening, before you need to have NOC certificate from company, but now the way government they remove NOC, so you do not need any NOC. What you need is your passport, valid Emirates ID and salary certificate. Salary certificate for any months from joining your company. If you have salary certificates, that's better, because if your salary is less than 2500, you do not need to pay 500 dirhams. This means if your salary is more less than 2500, you'll have discount of 500. And the things is that after you getting all these documents, you should go for driving license file opening. There is two classes, one is automatic and another is manual. If you go for manual license, you can drive automatic and manual both. But if you go for manual license, automatic license, you cannot drive manual vehicle. But in UAE, there is so many things that you can drive in automatic only. The car is automatic only. If you go for high span and other things, you need to have manual license. And for this, if you decided which type of license you need to take, then that is also different, little bit different in prices also, but you can go whatever you want. So the first of things and second things is, when is your duty timing and when you manage your class time. If your duty is closing, you can go for driving license in morning time. If you have morning duty, you can go for closing times. There is a timing shift also available. But if you do going for 2 hours classes, that will be much better, because if you go for 2 hour classes, at least you will drive 2 hours in a day and you'll learn so many things from your instructor. So for this, if you have all these documents, and the second thing is, you at least you need to have 2000 rams in your bank account for file opening, because for first times you will pay and the remaining will be paid by monthly installment. You do not need to pay it a single time. And for license, it's at least it will take 3.5 months to 6 months, because when you fail, there is also time required. If you pass it in same way, but that is when you give theory test, you'll also have some remaining time to start your practical training. Let's get about what is the step. The first step, if you open RTA file, first you will have theory test which is taken by RTA, and second thing is road assessment test. This will be happen when you give theory test, you pass theory test, and after almost waiting for 45 days, 40 to 45 days. Sometimes it happens earlier in 20 days also, but it's depend how rush there is. So second step is RTA, institute road test. They're taken when you getting some classes, they will take on road test, and when you pass the road test for institute, you'll automatically go for institute parking test, which is advanced. So it's mock test, like mock test. So when you pass theory, you'll go for RTA parking test. That is five tests, including hills, emergency braking, angle parking, parallel parking, and 90-degree parking. If you pass RTA parking, that is one highway training classes, that will be 2 hours classes. After you give 2 hours classes, then you will appear for RTA final road test. When you pass RTA final road test, you will get your license within 10 minutes of time automatically. Then you can drive any vehicle in UAE. And the second thing, how many time it's required to complete your file. Almost it will take 3 to 4 months. Minimum is 3 months and maximum it can go up to 6 months, how rush there is. So when you open your file, you'll instantly pay 1000 dirhams, which is RTA file opening. And for this one you can appear RTA theory test also, so you need to give 500, so it's mean 1500. When you give 1500, you'll appear for RTA theory test. In RTA theory test, there is 40 question, at least you need to score 30 to pass out. So all these questions coming in RTA theory test, I'll post a video for this one also. If you see all these 300 questions, you will get 40 out of 40. So when you pass RTA theory test, you will almost wait 45 to 50 days. This is the time required for your practical training. After like 20 days, they will call you and they will ask you for shift, which shift you want and what time is required for you. Everything they will ask. When you confirm timing, they will provide you instructor and class timing. And that time when you go for classes, you need to have original Emirates ID, because now they are just attending classes by Emirates ID, so you need to have Emirates ID when you go for practical training. And then almost 40 hours, 20 hours, that means 40 classes. 30 minutes count as a 1 hour classes. When you go for 30 minutes, that's mean minimum you can take 1 hour classes and maximum 2 hours. So I recommend if you take 2 hours classes, that will be much better, because you have much time to revenue the classes. Because you, when you drive in a route, it will be 2 hours, so instructor will care you much in this 2 hours. And after finish the classes, they will take institute assessment road test. That means they will take how you drive, you are perfect or not. The senior instructor of Emirates driving, they will take these classes. When you pass on this, you will appear for RTA Emirates driving parking assessment test. This test also held by senior instructor of Emirates driving. You need to pass these 5 tests, then you will go for RTA parking test. After finish RTA parking test, it will take like 20 days to appear in RTA road test. So when you appear for RTA road test, you need to carry your original Emirates ID. And there is so many people, they are taking photos, but you do not need to have any photos, because whatever pictures you have in Emirates ID will be shown in driving license. After getting license, you can drive, but within 6 months of new license, you cannot get your insurance done. So these are the procedures. If you go for Emirates driving, it will be the better chance and better opportunity for you. And let's discuss about price. The price, there is in manual driving license, there is different price, and automatic there is different. In manual, I think it's 4700 something. It's a regular classes. If you fail in parking or parking assessment or road assessment, you will pay 285 dirham more. That means each time you fail, each time you will pay. But when you go for fixed classes, that will be almost 9000 dirham. Once you fail on this, you will not have to pay this one. So if you have any little knowledge of driving, I recommend you to go for normal classes. These are the things. If you have any doubt regarding any driving license or any query, you can just comment below and I will give you each and all information. Thank you for seeing my video. See you in next video. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe and stay tuned.